Usually when you hear a rookie say something going into a big game or a game in general, it's usually tend to be something stupid. Malaki Starks, first round pick, 27, 24, 27 pick by the Baltimore Ravens, made a comment about Detroit Lions. If you didn't know, Monday Night Football is the Lions versus the Ravens, which I'm kind of surprised they made that a Monday night game because of how the Ravens put their foot in our ass a couple years ago. And, some people think it may not be competitive, and it may not. Some people may think that Ravens game was a one-off. Okay. But he gave Lions a lot of respect. Okay. He said that Jared Goff was elite. The offense was elite. They got a whole bunch of good guys up there. And if they ain't on their P's and Q's, then it could get ugly. So, for the most part, week one, they gave up a lot of points to Buffalo. Week two, they played Cleveland. For the most part, Cleveland's Cleveland offensively. But yeah, they got Kyle Hamilton. He went to Georgia, by the way. Malaki Starks. Kyle Hamilton went to Notre Dame. They got Calvin Noy, former Lion, that recreated his career in New England. I think he might be injured for this game. He got a hamstring problem. They got a number. Roquan Smith. They got a bunch of good players over there, man. And they're a prideful. They're a prideful group. They're a very prideful group over there. So Baltimore, even though they don't have a D in Baltimore, no Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey. The thing about Baltimore is they gonna play good defense. They're gonna play good defense. So that's what we do know about Baltimore. They just seem, if they're good, they got good defense. I don't remember Baltimore being too bad. But if the Lions defense don't do their job, we could be in trouble quick. So offensively, they're going to have to be on their P's and Q's. Offensively, they got to find a way to run the ball. Whatever they feel like, if it's playing with tempo, if it's running the ball, if it's hard play action and making certain throws and catches, Nate Wiggins over there. And, over the years, they just continue to, they don't have to rebuild the defense. They just plug and play. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the weather going to be like, but might be clear, good night game. And, this is a place where the Lions can really cut their teeth and establish themselves. Because Lamar got some crazy record versus the NFC. I think he only lost 1 or 2 games versus the NFC in his whole career. So I think you want to just keep him in the pocket and make him go through them progressions. And when you get that opportunity to hit him, you gotta get him. And playing the quarterback position is different. We've seen Brian Branch sack Caleb Williams, and it was a roughing the passer, and it wasn't really roughing the passer. But this is why you see a Caleb Williams escape a Aiden Hutchinson or Lamar escape, because you can't hit the quarterback like you want to. You got to think before you hit the quarterback. If you hit the helmet, if you go too low, it's like, yeah, of course these quarterbacks are rushing and more elusive than ever because, they're more elusive than ever because you can't hit them. I guarantee you, if they didn't protect the quarterback the way it is, a lot of these quarterbacks, they wouldn't be pulling them Houdini acts in the pocket. They will be getting folded up like a chick from the club at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. But now that you got to think about hitting the quarterback, that's what gives them the advantage. And we talk about that all the time, with the numbers and shit. It's a passing league. They changed the league where you can't jam the receiver up the field. You used to get jamming the receiver up the field. Believe it or not. You used to be able to press coverage up the field. And it was the receiver's job to get off press. Now it's 5-yard press. You can't press after 5 yards. So you got to get your... Back in the day, you used to be able to press them dudes all the way up the field. Wasn't no defensive receiver. So you didn't have those open windows over the middle like that. For people to say, well, in the heat of battle, it's different. So Lamar's a hard guy to take down. Any mobile quarterback is hard to take down because you're strapped. Your hands are strapped behind your back. But You know, usually when you see a rookie give a comment before a game of this magnitude, even though early in the season, you be like, he's about to say something fucking stupid, and he didn't. He didn't, especially being a safety. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is a good game. It's a good matchup. Buffalo was able to put some points up, and you look and say, well, Buffalo don't have the weaponry that Detroit had, but they got Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? They got the one-man band. Remember Swiss Beats used to call itself the one-man band? Well, they got just Josh Allen. They got the one-man band. They got the one-man band. So that's the thing about it. So, but honestly, I think it'll be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game. I picked the Lions to win by a point. I think it'll be a good game. I just got a hunch they may win. They might go out there and get blew out. Might fall asleep in the first quarter. We'll go to bed in the first quarter. Who knows? Who knows? You want to do all that, get over, and they ain't going no fast over there. I be telling you, man, people cannot drive. If this lane was wide open, we would all be over in that lane, lady. Now look at your dumb ass. But you're right. Jared Goff played elite last week in NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Week. 5 touchdowns. And that was the same defense without Jalen Johnson that held Justin Jefferson and them down. And obviously, J.J. McCarthy's out for 2 to 4 weeks. And that was the thing about McCarthy. I remember going into one of those years, I think it was the year before he left, it was like he had put on 20 pounds of muscle. And one thing I noticed about J.J. McCarthy, side note, is that when he was like rehabbing for Minnesota last year, he looked like stupid skinny. He looked really, really thin. So, yeah, he looked really, really thin, man. McCarthy got to keep that weight on him. I know Lamar at one point put some weight on himself. Lamar put some weight on and felt like he maybe put too much weight on it, slowed him down a little bit. His conditioning wasn't where it was supposed to be at. But I think McCarthy need to put some weight on. And I get quarterbacks don't want to lift weights because it throws up they believe it throw off their throwing mechanic. But if you keep throwing, it won't. But they should at least work on the lower extremities and the core. But we'll see, man. Shout out to Malaki Starks. Much respect to him. Georgia just keep producing them. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.